I mean, I'm working out every day, Monday to Friday. So I get up by 5, I have my coffee. I mean, I have a black coffee right at the start, just to, get through my workout well. I can stay at night, but there are two reasons I try to end my day early. One is because I have a habit of binging. The later I stay awake in the night, the more chances of me binging. So if I kill my night at say 9 p.m., that 9 to 11 binge will not happen, right? Because what happens, right, generally until 6:30 in the evening, you're busy with work.
Okay, yeah.
You're distracted. So you're not thinking about binging, right? I think for most people, the binging problem is really in your relaxed moment, right? As in, you've had a long day of work, and then you're sitting and you're probably chilling, and then you want to have chips or you want to have some nuts and whatever, right? So, the chance of you derailing in terms of nutrition is much higher. So I found this like a good hack, which is, let me just sleep early. The problem with Saturdays is, and Sundays, I get up on a Saturday relaxing and just generally having fun, and then I come, my breakfast is clean. Around lunchtime, I'll be like, in the sense, I don't go binge, as in I don't even feel like eating, say, like rasgulla or whatever. But other problem I have is, on a weekend is I'm trying to outrun my diet, like not bad diet, but outrun. So I will try to go play basketball or football. Say on a weekday, I get up at 5:30. So we start the workout like on 15-20 minutes of mobility stretching, 45 minutes of workout. And by 7, I'm done. Between 7:15 to 7:30, 7:45, I pick up the guitar nowadays, and I'm either singing to myself or I'm practicing. I find it very meditative.
Okay.
So like I lock myself in a room and
wow. Okay.
and I when I'm singing, I find like I almost sound like Eric Clapton. So 7:45, I pick up my emails. Whatever, I'm like wired, and I start doing work. By 9, I have my breakfast, 8:45, 9. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is at least I understand the benefits of intermittent fasting, but I've also realized that I'm not the type who can do intermittent. It was a big mental challenge for me. So so I try to have my dinner by like 6:30, and I try to have my first meal like whatever protein shake. If I'm doing after a workout, I'm doing it like 7:45, 8. So I get 12 hours. I want to try to make it 16 hours and then push myself and feel frustrated types. But some people, I have friends who are doing one meal a day and they're completely okay with it, right? But I cannot. I think as all of us as humans, I think it's about finding what works for you, and not making any cut copy paste, because I've done that. I tried to cut copy paste and felt frustrated about it. Like for example, after my workout I need carbs. I would do like oats, overnight soaked oats or something like that. And but if I were to not do that, by 9 a.m. I'm already feeling like burnt out. Like, so I need like I know that to survive the day I need carbs right out of my workout. And this is something I figured after not doing carbs after work like 10-15 days, and said what, maybe it'll change. But it hasn't. So I've gone back to, so like I said, I don't have to look like whatever Hrithik Roshan or whatever. So I don't really care much about
right.
Like trying to optimize it to a level that you get your six pack. I had a bunch of injuries.
Okay.
While trying to lift, etc., because of bad, no warm up, bad posture, right? So when you were younger, you could, I think, kind of.
So those are the Google days when you were Googling and doing by yourself.
When you're young, like you're in your 20s or 30s, you can do a mistake and you can recover very fast.
Right.
But as you, I think start getting in 40, I think an injury can kind of put you down quite. So I was conscious that I probably am doing some of these mistakes, and then Bharat is my trainer, and I knew him from like 20 years back. I think the best thing about him is, one, he ensures that when I'm in a bad posture, he corrects me.
Okay.
Which is very important. So I've started now learning importance of that. The second thing is, when you are lifting weights, it's very easy to get carried away and wanting to lift more weight. So so he makes sure that I'm not like, my goals aren't anyways to be lifting whatever, and I don't want to be benching some 200 pounds or whatever. So it's not like my goal. So I think it's kind of helped me there. I don't have to spend time thinking about the workout. So I get up in the morning, it's ready. I think, like I said, right, I mean, it's what is your motivation to remain healthy, right? As in, if it's to look good, I think it's very hard for people to stick to it, because when you start with this like you see Instagram, whatever, and you have this looking good goal. It's almost impossible to. It was more, if I'm playing basketball or whatever, like being stronger helps me play better.
Right.
So that was my goal of lifting weights, etc. But today, I think for me the goal is to retain strength as I grow older. And the Apple Watch has helped me. The activity tracker has helped me significantly because one of the problems when you're working is you see. The thing is, a lot of people think if you get 1 hour of workout in the morning, that's enough. It's not. For your body to be having the right kind of metabolism, and everything going, you need to be moving constantly through the day, and that's something it's very easy to forget, when you're kind of wired into work. So now I have a standing, every I think 45 minutes it alerts. So it's like I get 500, 600, through my workout. So the rest of the day I need to get 500, 600. So yeah, I'm by the evening, when that whatever the ring completes, I find it brilliant, So the activity tracker has been absolutely brilliant for me. Other thing I think I found very interesting is if I do end up waking up in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I do a 5-10 minute of this yoga nidra.
Oh wow. Okay.
So a routine, and then it just puts relaxes you, and then
Right.
my odds of sleeping increases significantly after doing that. I mean, one of the things I think I know for sure helps is BCA, who sweats quite a bit, and I lose my salts, as soon as I work out, etc. So I mean, it need not be a BCAA. I mean, you could just go do a Nimbu. I have no clue if whey protein helps me or not, because I personally, there are times where I take a break from whey protein and I don't feel any different. I don't really stress too much about, I mean, I find it really hard to measure my food and all of that as well, because then it feels like a chore. And I know that the only way to look fit, which is, get your six-pack, etc., is to measure your food. Otherwise it's impossible, right? As in, you need to have a calorie deficit of say 500 calories a day to to kind of lose a pound of body fat a week or something like that. So you need to be able to measure to say, are you actually in the deficit of 500 calories? I'm having a drink, I wouldn't do more than 2 or 3. It used to be multiple times that. So I mean, on a binging night it would be multiple times of that. Or even if I'm eating food, like if I'm eating desserts, I have a sweet tooth. I'm not gonna go, allow my kaju burfis, for example. I wouldn't do like 200 grams of kaju burfi, right? As in, I'll take 1 or 2 pieces of kaju burfi, enjoy it slowly, and keep it in my mouth for like as long as possible, and focusing more on sleep, because I've realized sleep becomes a lot more important as you grow older, to recover and what else? I mean, otherwise my life has been about the same. Just these 3 things. A little more conscious on nutrition as well. Like when I'm eating, we're trying to not eat out as much as possible, and even if I'm eating out, just make the right choices. So because just to be able to get up next day morning and feel like working out, it all depends on what you ate the previous day. And so when I say don't care about nutrition, I'm talking about care about the exact 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories or 40 grams of protein or 60 grams. I mean, I don't really stress too much about that exact macro that I'm consuming. I mean, overall, I know the direction and what are the good things I need to eat daily, and so I'm trying to consume that through the day of sorts.